Hello, English learners. We all know that the IELTS Writing Task 2 can be a bit daunting, right? But don't worry, we're here to break it down and make it super easy for you. Today, we're focusing on a crucial part of your essay, the introduction paragraph. A strong introduction is like a warm welcome mat for the examiner, inviting them to read your essay with interest. It sets the stage for your entire essay and shows the examiner that you've understood the question and have a clear plan for answering it. Remember, first impressions matter. In the IELTS exam, your introduction is the first thing the examiner reads. It's your chance to grab their attention and show them you can write well-organized and thoughtful responses. Think of it like meeting someone new. You wouldn't start a conversation without a proper introduction, would you? You'd greet them, tell them your name, and maybe share something interesting about yourself. Similarly, your IELTS essay introduction should introduce the topic, state your understanding of the question, and present your main argument. It's the foundation upon which you'll build the rest of your essay. So, let's learn how to write introductions that will impress your examiner and boost your score. Now that we know the importance of a good introduction, let's understand what makes an introduction effective. A well-structured IELTS introduction paragraph has two main parts, the background statement and the thesis statement. Imagine them as the two pillars holding up your introduction. The background statement is like setting the scene for a movie. It provides context for the topic you'll be discussing. You rephrase the question in your own words, showing the examiner that you've understood it correctly. Next comes the thesis statement, the star of your introduction. This is where you clearly state your stance or opinion on the topic. It's like the movie's trailer, giving a glimpse of the main arguments you'll explore in your essay. A clear and concise thesis statement helps the examiner understand the direction of your essay and what points you'll be focusing on. One of the essential skills for writing a good introduction is learning how to rephrase the question. This shows the examiner that you can understand and interpret the question effectively. But how do we rephrase? It's simpler than you think. Think of synonyms, words that have the same meaning. For example, instead of saying important, you could say crucial or significant. This adds variety and shows your vocabulary range. Next, consider antonyms, words that have the opposite meaning. Let's say the question asks about the benefits of something. You could rephrase it by mentioning the drawbacks or disadvantages of not having it. This highlights your understanding of contrasting viewpoints. Finally, don't be afraid to change the grammatical structure. You can turn a statement into a question or use different tenses while keeping the original meaning intact. Section 4. Mastering the background statement. Now that you know how to rephrase, let's see how to write an effective background statement. Remember, this is where you introduce the topic and show that you've understood the question. Let's say the question is, some people believe that children should be allowed to use mobile phones in school. Others argue that mobile phones should be banned in classrooms. Discuss both views and give your opinion. A good background statement could be, the use of mobile phones in schools has become a subject of intense debate, with proponents highlighting their educational benefits and opponents expressing concerns about potential distractions. See how we've rephrased children to students and used synonyms like debate for discussion and proponents and opponents to represent different viewpoints. This immediately shows the examiner that you've comprehended the question and are ready to discuss it. Remember, your background statement should be clear, concise, and directly related to the essay question. Section 5. Crafting your thesis, your essay's roadmap. After setting the stage with your background statement, it's time to present your thesis statement. This is where you clearly state your position on the topic. A strong thesis statement is crucial because it guides your essay and lets the examiner know what to expect. When creating your thesis statement, focus on clarity and conciseness. State your opinion directly and avoid vague language. For example, instead of saying, I think mobile phones can be good or bad in schools, be more specific. Do you agree with allowing mobile phones or banning them? Once you've decided, state it clearly, followed by a brief reason for your opinion. A clear thesis statement helps you stay focused while writing and ensures that your essay is cohesive and well argued. Section 6. A winning thesis statement, an example. Let's go back to our mobile phone example. If you agree that mobile phones should be allowed in schools, your thesis statement could be, while concerns about potential distractions are understandable, this essay argues that mobile phones, when used responsibly, can be valuable educational tools for students. In this thesis statement, we've acknowledged the opposing viewpoint while clearly stating our stance and providing a reason for it. This gives the examiner a clear understanding of your position and the arguments you'll be presenting in your essay. Section 7. Practice makes perfect, your key to success. Congratulations on making it to the end. You've learned about the importance of a strong introduction, its two main components, and how to rephrase the question effectively. Remember, practice is key. The more you practice writing introduction paragraphs, the more confident you'll become in crafting compelling introductions that impress your examiner. Don't be afraid to experiment with different synonyms, antonyms, and grammatical structures while practicing. This will help you develop a natural flow and improve your writing skills. And remember, if you ever have any doubts or need further clarification, feel free to ask. Happy writing!